today's tutorial is going to be a hair tutorial. It is kind of my go-to rod set for when I have just old curly hair that I kind of want to revive and give a different look. So this is an old curly unit that I'd been rocking for a couple of weeks, and it was getting a little dry. The curls were looking a little sad. It just needed to be revitalized. So I decided to go ahead and do a quick rod set on this curly unit. This is an AliExpress unit that was long, that I eventually cut, that I straightened. I did all type of things to this unit. I will link below the original review on this unit, as well as a couple of updates if you are interested and want to check that out. But I wanted just a completely different look, something more natural. And a rod set was just the perfect solution to this old tired wig. So you're going to need a few products before you get started. So the products you're going to need, first you're going to need a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. I like to use the Organics line of shampoos and conditioners. And for this look, I use the Damage Remedy Coconut Miracle Oil Conditioner and the Weightless Hydration Coconut Water Shampoo. I have the shampoo and the conditioner to both of these, but I like the combination of these two together. So this is what I use to actually wash the unit. And I let this sit on the unit for about 10 minutes and then rinsed it out. And then you're also going to need a serum. I also like to use the Nourishing Coconut Milk Serum by Organics. Almost everything that I use for any natural look is probably going to be about Organics. And this serum, this anti-breakage serum, is amazing. I put this on the unit while it is still wet, and it just adds a nice shine and luster and moisture back into the unit without adding a lot of oil and grease. I also use the Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco Weightless Hydrating Dry Oil, and it's just a little spritz that you that I put on the unit after I put the rods in, and I kind of put it on my hands when I got ready to separate the curls, but it's not a lot. I just used a little bit of this. I also use the Organics Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco, which goes with the oil. I use the holding spray, and I sprayed this on the unit after I put in the rods just to give it a little bit of hold. And then for setting the curls in place, I use the Cream of Nature with Argan Oil of Morocco, everything's of Morocco, foam and styling mousse to set the hair and to hold the curls. And then of course you're going to need your rods, and I use the peach rods. I cannot remember the, maybe 3/8 I think is the measurement of this rod, but it is the peach color. They are colored by their size. So that is all the products that you are going to need, and without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Also may need a spray bottle with just some water in it in case the hair starts to dry out while you are rodding it. This is just to keep it moist and make sure that it's still damp while you're rodding it up so that the curls will set perfectly. Starting out, I am just taking the wet unit and I am separating it into 4 sections so that it is easier to apply the rods. And I actually let this dry for maybe about 5 minutes because I did not want it soaking wet. Then here I am just taking that organic serum, the coconut water serum, and saturating that one section with it, just a little pump, and that's all you need. And then I am taking my setting mousse, and then I am doing 2 pumps in my hand and applying that to the damp section as well, combing that all the way through. And then with a finer tooth comb, I am taking smaller sections, and you want to make sure that there are no tangles and it's as sleek as possible. You want to start rolling the hair at the bottom of the rod, and then you want to roll up the rod. You want to make sure you don't roll the hair too much on top of itself because that will take longer to dry. So you want to coil it all the way up the rod. Here I am just slowing it down so that you can see the complete process. You want to detangle, smooth down all the way to the ends. You want to take your rod, you want to wrap those ends, make sure they are secure around the rod, and then start rolling the hair up the rod. And then you just want to continue this process until you have all of the hair rodded. Now I ran out of my perm rods, but do not fret. I just took a couple of flexi rods that were approximately the same diameter of the perm rods, and I just used 2 of those. So use whatever you have. Just make sure they're approximately the same size. They're slightly smaller or slightly bigger, that does not matter. And then here I am just taking that holding spray and spritzing it lightly, and then I am finishing it off with the dry oil to add in shine, moisture, and this stuff smells amazing. Now you want to carefully unwrap the perm rod so that you do not create any extra frizz, and you just want to unravel it the opposite way in which you rolled it. Do not just yank the rods out, because then you would disturb the curl and the curl pattern. So you just want to be careful with this step. And this is the finished unit. Now let's put her on and style it. So this is what it looks like right now that I have taken out the rollers, and I have not picked apart the curls or anything, and that's what we're about to do as we speak. So you just want to make sure you take out the rollers very, very carefully so that you do not disturb the curls, and so you don't create any extra frizz that you do not want. So girl, you can go out the house like this if you want. It's a little Curly Sue, Annie, I don't know, but it's still cute. And as you can see, the curls are very, very bouncy. So we're going to go ahead and separate the curls and pick it out and make it nice and big and curly. So what you want to do is you want to take some of your oil or your serum. This is just my Argan Oil Renewing, my Renewing Argan Oil of Morocco. It's the Weightless Healing dry oil. I love this stuff because it smells amazing and it is not heavy. You just want to put some of that on your fingers and begin to unravel your curls. Okay, so we have picked out all of our curls, and this is what we are looking like right now. It's so bouncy, but this isn't it. I like my hair really, really big, so I'm going to go in with my pick and I am going to tease the roots. You just want to make sure that you do not pull this all the way through your hair, because again, it's going to disturb the curls and create frizz, and we do not want that. We want it to stay as polished as you see here. So first I'm going to go in with my fingers just at the roots. To create that volume. And I don't know what side I want this thing on. Thinking this side. So I'm going to start to just kind of shape it how I want and pull at the root to create that volume. And after you're done creating as much volume as you can with your fingers, then you want to go in with your pick and you just want to hold your hair and get those roots. Be sure not to go all the way through the hair. Oh, I'm obsessed with these curls right now. They're so bouncy and so pretty. And And as the days go by, this is first day hair, and as the days go by, second day, third day hair, it's just going to be, they're going to drop, and then they're going to get a little more frizzy. It's going to give you that more natural fro look. So it's just going to continue to get more beautiful as the days go by. But for first day hair, this is exactly what I want, and it is gorge. So that's pretty much it. You just continue to tease it as much as you like to get it as big as you like. Play around with the front so that it's styled exactly how you want it, and you have turned an old wig into this beautiful curly, just luscious fro-ness. So yeah, I hope you dolls enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment on the way out, and I will see you dolls in my next video.